Hi there, it's Tim. It's been a minute. It's been a minute because I had that. Remember that flu that went around in 2020? Yeah, I had that. That was 2 weeks of not so much fun. But I'm back. I'm back. I feel good. A little bit of a chest heaviness going on here. But what I did do is I just hopped off a call with my father on Zoom. You may recall back in the springtime that I did a review of the Dash Moto trike. Absolutely loved it. And then when my dad came to visit, I let him try it out, and he loved it so much that he had it for the entire month that he was staying here in Victoria. He used it to get around town. He used it to go and have his morning coffee. Just absolutely really opened the door and allowed him to see and experience Victoria. So it was a no-brainer for me that when he left to go back to Ontario, Port Hope, Ontario, that I just said, "Hey, why don't you take it with him? Sorry, why don't you take it with you?" And he absolutely thought that was a blast. He was really, really appreciative of it. So we dropped him off. My wife and I, we dropped him off at the airport, took him up there. We called him Tigger. That was the name of the actual scooter. We named him Tigger because he was orange. And yeah, he bounced up to the airport. Porter Airlines, they were fantastic. They picked it up, they put it underneath the airplane. When he arrived in Toronto, they gave it back to him and he was able to ride around with it. Now, he's had it in Port Hope now for quite a number of months. And I happen to know the very first month he was back home, his vehicle, his Jeep, he didn't even use the Jeep to the point that he didn't even have to put gas in the Jeep the entire month of June because he was using the Dash Moto so often. Anywho, without further ado, let's hop on a call with my dad. So welcome, Dad. Here we go. Time to talk about Tigger, which is the name that you've attributed to your awesome little trike, the Dash Moto. When you first saw, what were your first thoughts when you very first saw the Dash Moto?
That was in Victoria,
Hmm.
and I thought it looked very cute.
Oh, did you? Okay. Okay. You didn't think it looked a little small or a little bit odd looking?
No, no, it looks fine. The orange and the black go well together. I've done 200 miles on it since then.
Oh, wow. That's pretty amazing. And did you have any reservations about using something electric or a little bit different?
No, no, no problems at all. I learned how to use it in the first 10 minutes in Victoria. And around here, I'm part of the scenery now. People say, "Saw you whizzing by our place yesterday."
Oh, is that right? Like friends and people like that noticed you going
Yes,
past? That's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
So, how does it compare to your expectations? So, you saw it that very first day. Now, I should just take people back a little bit here. You had been, visiting Victoria, and I thought this might be an interesting device for you to be able to get around and give you some autonomy. Um, how did it compare to your expectations? What were your thoughts after you first got on it and tried it out?
Oh, I don't think it could be better. It gives me accessibility just anywhere I want to go. Um, People often run up and open the door for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can master most of the doors. In fact, two or three of them have got automatic push, electric door openers.
Yep.
Uh, but in this town, all the curb edges have accessibility slopes when you get to a street.
Oh, smart. Oh, so that allows you to
So
get up and down easily.
yeah, so if I'm driving on the footpath, the pavement, I can just go up slopes on corners. Um, when we first came to this town about 20 years ago, they didn't have those slopes. So people, women with children in push chairs,
Hmm.
had to wangle up to get up onto the curb edge.
So the
But
local town came through.
they came first, and it's good. And so I drive along the footpath sometimes, and then sometimes I prefer to be on the road.
Gotcha.
Um, Depends what the conditions are like.
And what kind of places do you use the scooter to get to regularly?
Oh, this morning I've just been about 2 miles up the road to my pharmacy. I needed half a dozen replacement medications. Um, and I have a nice little saddlebag at the back. So I had a big bag of medications, all went in there. Um, that was this morning. I was about 2 miles up there and 2 miles back. It's nice. There's a bit of a high road at the top of the town there, um, and I'm able to use cycle lanes. So I can buzz along there at about, I don't know, 12, 15 miles per hour in my own cycle lane.
That's nice.
I did hear yesterday that the city of Toronto was trying to get rid of its bicycle lanes.
It's lunacy. It's just
They
crazy.
wanted it. They wanted it for more cars.
I know.
Uh,
It's crazy.
but the judge in a local court has banned them from doing that.
Oh, that's a win.
Yeah, it's a win.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
yeah. Now they're saying judges um, should be second to elected people, you see. Elected councillors
Oh
should
my
decide.
gosh. So they're making it a political firestorm in Toronto.
Yeah.
But at least you can get around. Where else do you go when you're on the scooter? Like, so
Well,
you mentioned today you went off to the pharmacy. What other regular places are you going to and
oh,
using it for?
I go downtown. It's a lovely town because I go downtown, down through the main street, Walton Street. Then there's a river, the Ganaraska River, and I do about 5 minutes alongside the river.
Nice.
And I go over a couple of bridges. The bridges, of course, have bars on them, so I go bump, bump, bump a bit.
Oh, right.
Um, if there's no traffic there, I would go over the bridge, and that's only one joint.
Right.
So I go over the bridge, and then the farmer service there, and there's a nice curved street back to the main street. Then I join the river again, and then I go over two more bridges, and then I get to the marina. The marina is quite exciting because the left-hand side of the marina goes out like a pier,
Mhm.
and it goes out for 200 or 300 yards. So I got water on both sides, and I go down to the end of that, and then I can look back and turn around, and of course the turning motion. What do you call it? The cycle.
Radius. The turning radius.
And turning the wheel circle is very small. So on this quite narrow path with water at both sides, I turn around and I can go back to the town, or just sit there and look at the town for a while, or look out into Lake Ontario. I go back there, and then sometimes I'll turn right and go off to the east end of the town. I don't usually go for coffee or muffins or anything when I'm out, but it's not like Victoria. Victoria, I went to Murch's
That's right.
quite
Yeah.
a lot every
Yeah.
day.
Yes.
But here I'm only out for about an hour, and so really I just ride around, and I pick up any bits of shopping I need, um, and then back up the hill, and it's coming back up the hill where I really get the pure gain of this machine.
Because
It
you
is
live on a pretty steep hill.
it's known as the town of hills.
Mm.
Coming back to my place, it's quite steep, and in fact, it's very steep. Tigger manages that. I come up there usually in sport because it's trying to zoom up the hill. If I think it's too much strain, I might drop it into cruise. But it doesn't matter. It gets up the hill.
Perfect.
I would never be able to do that walking.
Right. And we won't get into it, but suffice to say, there is a health issue that you have that would preclude you from going up steep hills.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, do you use it for social events or appointments?
Oh yes. Yes, I went to Bill and Marnie's the other night, the other afternoon, late on, and I went over there and running straight down their drive. They have a steep drive, straight down their drive into their backyard, and
Oh, nice.
they have a pagoda,
Pagola, yeah.
and so we're out to the sun. It has been very hot here recently. In fact, with Humidex, we've been hitting over 40 degrees.
That's like
But
about 110 Fahrenheit.
I guess it is, yes.
That's wild.
It's been like that all a string of about 6 or 7 days. But it doesn't bother me. I sit on the machine,
Zip along.
and it's easy.
And do people ever stop you?
Yes, Oh yes, people, people, people will come to me if I'm in a store and say that's a nice looking machine. Um, what is it? I said, oh, it's just about unique. I said, I haven't seen any more of these in Canada yet. I got it from Victoria. Oh, oh, it's very interesting. I said, well, would you like a business card?
And you give
And
them
I
my
give,
business card.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
awesome. So they can watch the reviews.
yeah. I give all 3 or 4 business cards out, which has got a logo of Tigger on it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yes, it's got the QR code, doesn't it? I remember.
That's
Yeah.
right, and
That's so
it's got
smart. I'm
your
glad you're using that. Thank you.
yeah, it's got your details on it. I doubt if any of them get excited enough to give you a call or an email, but they might.
I've had a
Um,
couple of phone calls and I've had a couple of emails. So yeah, it
yeah,
works. Yeah.
funny,
Yeah.
yes.
And it's funny because if they buy one, they get a free t-shirt. So it's like it's a bit of a scream. They get a free t-shirt when they ship the actual Dash Moto to them.
Oh, that's
Now,
good.
that's really, really good. Yeah, it's I'm just yeah, and you know what? Also, maybe you gotta have a couple extra views on the channel. Maybe who knows? Maybe we'll get a subscriber or something. But now let's get into independence and lifestyle a little bit. Now, how has the Dash Moto changed the way you feel about getting around?
Oh, it's of no. It doesn't need any planning. Because every time I come back, and I've done maybe 10 or 15 kilometers, I bring it straight inside and plug him in, um, and negotiate the 3 doors into this building. It's a condo, and I bring him straight in alongside my desk. Plug him in. It's takes about 15 seconds. I get off the cart, off Tigger, and plug him in. I have the power lead to plug in 2 ends, and he sits there, and it's like having a big dog. He sort of sits there, and he's ready to go when I'm ready.
That's fabulous. So it's giving you some freedom, a little bit of extra
It
confidence as
is. It
well.
is. It's all accessibility. And in fact, my family doctor saw it the other day. I said, that's my accessibility vehicle. She said, yeah, I'm writing that up for you. It'll be the end of the week, I guess, before we get it back. So she's writing it up as my accessibility vehicle
Okay.
so that I'm going to try and get a Canada tax credit disability,
Oh, okay.
which could be quite considerable. Um, so we're looking at that, and the doctor's on board, and she's writing it up. Uh,
That's fabulous. I mean,
uh,
it's exactly that for you. I mean, it absolutely, there's no messing about here. It's 100% giving
yeah,
you flexibility. It's giving you that getting around town without any kind of issues, the
yeah.
freedom, the confidence to get around.
I go to friends' houses, isn't it? And they're always pleased to see it. And in fact, on one trip to the north end, I was in the bicycle lane, going the wrong way, but it doesn't really matter the bicycle lane. And coming the right way was a friend of mine in a very big, heavy
E-bike.
wheelchair,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
electric. So we pulled them alongside each other and chatted for half an hour with the cars going by.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
hilarious. So,
yeah.
I mean, in a situation like that, when you see what he's riding, was it he or she?
Hey,
What he's riding, it's big, it's heavy, it's cumbersome, and then you compare it to your Tigger. I mean, there's there's a stark difference.
yes, there is. I think he has 4 of these machines of various sizes,
Okay.
and tens and tens of thousands of dollars. Um, and I was at a barbecue last week with him, and he had one of his smaller ones. But yeah, this is as much decked out as I need. I don't
Yeah.
need a $50,000 cripples machine. I
No.
just need accessibility.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, are there things that you look forward to doing now because you have the Tigger?
Well, I think since I'm living on my own now, some mornings I wouldn't bother to go out.
Right.
Um, and so, but Tigger's always ready. So, so I go out for an hour just to ride Tigger. I don't need to
That's
do
awesome.
jobs.
So it puts a smile on your face.
It does.
And that's the barrier to entry. And that's the thing I find is that, if something's super simple and easy to do, like it
Yeah.
is for you to just hop on Tigger, go to the elevator, go down and go out the building,
Yeah.
then you're outside and then you get that benefit. You've got the vitamin D from the sunshine and the wind and the air and the oxygen. And perhaps it maybe just elevates your spirits a little bit. I found riding it around myself when I did the original review, which was fun to do. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I couldn't stop smiling. I thought this is so much fun. And it's
It
lower to
is.
the ground, so I found it really quick and I found it really nimble. Was there a feature or a function that you found on the Dash Moto that maybe caught you by surprise? There was something I saw, but I was wondering if how you felt about it. But you go ahead.
I think the the lighting, the backlight is brilliant and red, um, and people behind me can see it. Uh, but the front light doesn't work.
Oh,
Uh, I don't know whether it didn't work before or not,
you
but
know what? After
I've not,
we've got this call, I'll show you how to turn it on. There's a special trick to it.
I'm not sure I know how to switch it on because the backlight, I assume the front light would come on as well.
No, so the backlight is basically a brake light, but I'll show you how to turn it on. I found it tricky the very first time too. I don't remember exactly how to do it off right this second, but I'll go back through my notes and see how to do it.
Okay,
It's a
that's good.
combination of pressing two buttons, if memory serves me.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then there was that bar that lights up. It's actually really nice once it
Yeah.
lights up. Let's get you set up with that. So now the one thing I noticed that I thought was of interest was the fact that it had a reverse button. Have you ever had to
That's
use that?
no, yes, I use that everywhere.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yes, I go around the big box grocery store, and I whiz past the bananas. I just put them into reverse and go back to the bananas.
Perfect. So that's just your. So you've got sort of muscle memory in your fingers to know how to switch back into
That's
reverse
right.
and back up. You don't even think about it anymore, I
And
suppose.
in these big grocery stores, they keep moving stuff around.
They do. They do.
Well, with my reluctant heart, that was always hard work to go round and round and round. But I don't care if they move it now. I just zoom around the grocery store and go and find whatever I'm looking for.
Any tips or tricks that you'd like to share that you figured out that make life a little bit easier using this scooter?
I don't think so. I think that it's when I say it's like having a dog. It's always ready to go for a walk.
That's awesome. Okay, good. Yeah.
You know, I just have to open the door and it's off.
So the battery life and the charging experience for you, what's that been like?
Oh, charging is easy. Um, I don't really go a long way. I mean, this morning was only 2 miles to the pharmacy and 2 miles back. Um, so that's only about three different roads. Um, Anywhere in this town is no more than 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Even when I go right down to
Mhm.
the lake, um, that's only about a 10-minute ride. But it's just great fun. And I say, people stop me. Hey, that looks really cute. Cute is one of the words they all use. Um,
It is cute.
and where did it come from? I said, oh, I got it in Victoria. Oh, oh, that's interesting. I said, would you like a business card? Yes, yes. Then I passed the business card to them. Um, I guess I don't know where it is made. I suppose it's
Everything's made in China like that. Yeah. It's
yeah,
all made in China and it's sold out of the United States by Dash Moto.
yeah.
Um,
I tell them that. I didn't know about China. Um, uh,
it's
so
all of those, basically 99% of everything, e-bikes, electric scooters. They're all made in China. The batteries are now made in China.
Yeah,
Their quality control in China is absolutely fabulous. And when I first received it, I was kind of surprised. The one thing I noticed about it that I found very surprising was how light it was because of how,
yes.
like, when I rode it around, I thought it can be very quick in sport mode.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm really pleased with it. I found something out last week as well. As you know, I was a bit concerned a few weeks back. I asked you about repairs, repair shops, and things. So that's forward planning. It doesn't need any yet, but
Okay.
eventually I will need to have brakes renewed because going down steep hills, I've got to apply the brake. Um, but I was talking to the guy who's got these four big wheelchair things, electric, and he's given the name of two local dealers, one in Peterborough, and they have workshops just for um, electric wheelchairs
Right.
for the elderly, and I'm sure they will know how to replace the brakes. I just wanted to look forward to having to do that, and I'll probably pop in and see them sometime.
Well, and the other thing you can do is if you have a place that does e-bikes or bicycle repairs in town, they'll
Yeah,
be able to do it too. It's just they're hydraulic brakes, so they're top quality brakes. But the other nice thing is, and you might not actually go through the brakes as fast as you think, because when you apply the brake, there is a regenerative function, and that is it's taking the energy and it's
yeah,
using the energy, putting it back into the battery. So it's actually not using the brake very often.
it's good.
So
That's
that's
good.
kind of handy. Yeah.
I didn't.
Any challenges with storage or transport or even the weather?
Porter Airlines, I came back on
Mhm.
when I
From
left you.
Victoria to Toronto?
Yeah, they were absolutely delightful, and I think Porter in Canada is my airline of choice.
Oh, really?
They,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. First of all, of course, the two seats and two seats. There's no banks of five,
Right.
and so you always get a good seat. And they were just delightful with Tigger. It was pouring down with rain in Toronto when I returned home, and I was standing on the bridge between the airport and the bridge that comes down
Hmm.
off an
The gang,
aircraft.
like the gangway.
The gang, like a gangway, yeah.
Yep.
And I'm not. It's not raining on me. And I'm looking out there, and there's the unloading guys getting Tigger out from below there, and he brought it up and snapped it all together for me,
That's good.
set it up in the dry part, and I was away.
That's fabulous.
I say the Porter people are very good. What I did learn, and I think it'd be useful for you to know, the lithium battery is of course approved for airliners,
Hmm.
but they like you to give it to the staff.
Oh, so you had to remove it.
Yeah,
And so what the pilot or
yeah,
one of the
yeah,
crew grab it and put it in a
yeah.
safe spot.
One one of the airline, what do you call them now?
I think we
Airline
call them hosts.
hostesses.
Host.
She said, "Oh,
Yeah.
I've got to get." I was on my way in, and she said, "Oh, I've got to have got to talk to the captain. Could I have the battery?" So I took the battery out, passed it to her. She said, "Oh," and she came back. She said, "No, the captain said it's fine, but I should keep hold of it for the trip." And it makes a lot of sense. If a lithium battery lives up to its story, now and again they do catch fire. Um, and if it was down in the hold, it'd be serious. But if it was in the galley, they just put it out.
Yeah, so it's better to know that something's a problem. And as you pointed out, they are UL certified, so they are
Yeah,
safe battery. They are top
yeah,
of the line. And battery technology these days, that is just not something that's happening, or else nobody would be able to get on an airplane with their cell phone anymore. Remember those days when the cell phones used to blow up? It's just wild.
yes.
That kind of stuff happened, doesn't happen anymore. How about maintenance? Any maintenance? Have you had to do any maintenance on it?
No, no,
Just clean
nothing
it?
at all. I haven't even washed him down.
Okay. How about your any favorite moments? Have you had one where you've been riding around thinking, "Oh, wow," or just a favorite moment with your scooter?
Well, downtown Port Hope, um, I did get caught just like I had done in Victoria in a storm,
Oh yeah.
and I just absolutely drowned. Um, but Tigger just kept going. Oh, I got onto a very steep hill in the screaming rain, and Tigger said no.
Spun the tires, did it? It was that
Yeah, the
steep.
front tire was spinning,
Yeah.
so I managed to drive him sideways.
Oh, right, like upside going
That's
upways,
right.
like a skier going up the hill.
That's right. Going up the hill.
That
uh,
works.
and, and got there. But I'm not going to go that route again. It's a bit scary to get halfway up a hill. But that was the only time I had any difficulty. But that was my stupidity being out in a storm.
It happens to the best of us. Now, especially in Ontario, where you guys get some pretty amazing thunderstorms. Um, let's go a little dark here. What would life look like if you didn't have it?
Oh, life would be much more restricted. Um, from here, I could walk maybe 100 yards down to the river, and then coming back from the river would really be a strain. I think having Tigger, and he's just sitting there, just by my desk, and he's waiting to go out, and he's ready, and have access to the entire town at any time. People expect to see me arriving at their place on Tigger. In fact, the Jeep is sulking. The Jeep, the Jeep, I didn't put any gas into it in the month of June.
Isn't that wild?
This is wild. So I've done over 200 miles on Tigger now, and he's living up to it.
Now, this may seem like a funny sort of engineering question, but if you could design your own scooter, is there anything you would change or add to the one you've got?
I think since you mentioned that, I'd like a left-hand sided mirror
Oh, okay.
mounted somewhere, because I'm quite big on the machine, and turning around to see if there's somebody coming behind me
Hmm.
can be a bit of a risk.
Oh, we
Um,
can arrange that. That's not a problem. Now, do you guys have a place in town that does e-bike or bicycle repairs?
no, but I know of one in Picton. but,
Okay,
we,
I'll help
but
you find one. It's not a big
well,
deal because what
I
happened?
think,
We'll just get you to go, and they'll put one in for you. It's
yeah.
it's a 5 minute event. It's not difficult.
I just wanted to think if that would be an improvement if it came with a mirror.
Hmm.
Um, I think being a driver anyway, I use mirrors, and it would be a good idea to put it on as part of the package when you buy it.
Okay. So last one for you is what would you say to somebody who's thinking of getting one?
I'd tell them to have a look at your site.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
yeah, I send them straight to Tim's EV, and I said, and you might be surprised, you'll see me on there, and I'm called Tim's dad.
That's right. You are
Why
definitely
are you
Tim's dad.
dad? Yes, I'm Tim's dad. So I send
Well,
them straight to your website.
Dad, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this today. I think it's really important that we follow up with things like this. And what I'm tickled by was the freedom that I saw you sort of experience here in
Yeah,
Victoria. It allowed you the extra freedom, and it was a no-brainer for me to send it on the airplane with you back. So a very special thank you to Dash Moto for sending it to me in the first place, so that I could even hand it off to you and allow you to have it. It sounds to me like you've become quite the citizen of Port Hope, which is a tiny little sort of bedroom community east of Toronto. It's a beautiful, beautiful town with rolling hills. It's absolutely a beautiful downtown. Your downtown is
it is.
gorgeous, and I'm just really tickled and pleased that you're getting to use it,
Yeah,
try it out, have fun with it. And so, thank you so much for taking the time today, Dad. Much appreciated.
you're welcome. Good to see you.
And you too.
Take care.
So, a very special thank you to my dad for doing the interview. That was awesome. Kind of cool how Zoom has just allowed us to have these conversations with people around the world like that. Just amazing. So if you're interested in picking up the Dash Moto, I'll put more links down below. You can use Tim's Electric. You'll get a free t-shirt of the deal. But other than that, if you did enjoy the video, please do give it a like. And if you're interested in my videos and you'd like to see more of me reviewing microelectric solutions, please do make sure you subscribe. Much appreciated.